A few days ago, when I was scrolling through the Steam shop, I saw a new game in the recommended section. It seemed to have a very familiar style. This game was called One-Armed Robber. I bet at least once you must have heard about an indie game One Armed Cook, where you have to make dishes with only one right hand. I've played that game for a few times and it was hilarious, and One Armed Robber is pretty much a continuation of an One Armed series, but now you're graduated from a cook to a robber. Instead of making tasty food like fried rats, you put your tools, such as drill and lockpick, in a bag, take your weapons, wear a mask and go robbing establishments. When you first load into the game, you have an option to play a tutorial. There are two of them. In the first one you get your basic knowledge, how to drill, short-circuit power boxes and shoot from a gun. In the second tutorial you learn how to play in a stealth mode, how to get through cameras and how to lockpick. Overall, these tutorials are decent, because One Armed Robber is a very basic game. In the game's menu you can change your character's appearance, customize weapons or buy new ones, but I have some doubts about how easy is getting new things, because most of the emotes costumes you have to buy with coins that cost real money. But as far as I know, you can buy many things for in-game currency too. For example, I bought a new scope for my assault rifle for money that I earned on a mission. Getting closer to the game, it was really hard to find a lobby with players, despite the game has a player number bigger than 4000. First few lobbies weren't too friendly and kicked me out, so I started playing a single player mode. The first robbery is a jewelry store. Initially you need to pick up your equipment and weapons. I threw my drill and lockpick in a bag, wore a mask and got weapons. Then I proceed to the store, found where is a back door, and after that things got messy. I tried many times to be stealth, but it was really hard to do when you're alone. When you kill a security guard, you have to pick up his phone, then go to a check-in point and hold the phone in that place in order to not trigger an alarm. I tried to finish this robbery in many ways, but I didn't succeed. I decided to try the second mission where you have to rob a museum, and in this one I was much more successful. Actually, I made it. First I tried to do stealth, but I failed and I faced it with the police and the SWAT team. Destroying power boxes was pretty repetitive. There are around 4 or 5 of them, but again, I was alone, so that's why it was so boring. When I made this work, I could finally steal the artwork and run with my bag full of goodies to my truck. When you're done, you have to press a red button in a car. Then I was lucky enough to play the first map with a group of 3 players, and that's where One Armed Robber shines the most. Gameplay with those fellas was really fun. We of course failed being silent because of the guy who accidentally started shooting. But it wasn't a huge deal. We broke into a jewelry store and started our job. There were some power boxes and places where we had to use security cards. We were faced with many waves of cops and soldiers, but they didn't stand on our way to enter the vault. We took money and gold and made our way out. One Armed Robber is a very fresh game and only has 5 maps. 2 of them you got from the very start, the third one you can unlock at the 10th level, and last 2 you can buy for in-game currency or coins. It's kinda frustrating, but I hope developers will add more maps in future updates. I will stick playing this game for some time, and if you are interested you can download it for free on Steam. You might be curious if this game has rats, like in One Armed Cook. Yes, it does, but unfortunately you can't hold them or fry them. So I'll rate this game 7 arms out of 10. Write your opinion about this game in the comments below, tap the like button and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this review. It was Millicent Persona, see you in the next video.